Hi all, this is Emma from Plan Inspire Create, and today is the first day of planning to relaunch my Etsy shop. So the current mood is excited and stressed. I decided to kind of vlog my journey to relaunching my Etsy shop. It's 6 weeks today that I'm planning to relaunch the shop, and yeah, I haven't really, there's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. I've just sat down and started planning. The plan for today is to, how many times am I going to say plan? The plan for today is to plan all the things I need to do in the next 6 weeks to get my products designed, all the equipment I need to buy, the tests I need to do, work out packaging, pricing, postage, any other more words beginning with P, all the other things that I need to do to relaunch my Etsy shop. So there's a lot to do in 6 weeks. So today is going to be research. I'm going to be looking for eco-friendly packaging ideas. I'm going to be looking for a new printer, and I'm going to be planning out a kind of timeline of what I need to do over the 6 weeks to get it done in time. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So it's been about 1 to 2 weeks, 1.5, 2 weeks since I last picked up the camera and showed you what I was doing and setting up my Etsy shop. So that's very naughty of me, slap on the wrists. You will have seen that I'm trying to start my Etsy shop in the same period as I'm going through my first cycle of IVF. We're trying for a baby. And so whoever thought that was a good idea, me, perhaps needs to be rethought. But what I thought was, you know, it'd be a nice distraction, something that enjoyable to work on, etc, etc. Anyway, so the last couple of weeks have been a bit up and down. Mainly mentally, and so I had some bad mental health days where I just didn't feel like picking up the camera. What I think to say in your first studio vlog. So what I did during that time was just work really hard on some new designs for my shop. So I had some nice quiet illustration time, and I designed all of my postcards, all of my die cut stickers, and I've got started on my first little sticker sheet, my self-care panda sheet. I'm really excited about that. I finished that. Well, it needs finishing off today, but it's pretty much there. But what I wanted to jump in and show you today was my new printer arrived. So it's the one big purchase really that I've allowed myself for setting up my shop. Otherwise I've been using things that I already have or keeping things super low cost. So let me see if I can scooch it around to the camera because it's huge. I'm sliding it. Oh, it's here. So I will show you this properly. But I was toying between the Epson EcoTank printers and the Canon Pixma Megatank printers. So they're both the ones where you don't have ink cartridges. The ink comes in like squidgy little bottles and you refill it in the actual printer. I've got an HP Envy printer now, and I've used it to do all my own planner printables, dashboards, everything like that, and the quality is alright. It could be better, but the ink goes like nobody's business. It goes so quickly and it's so expensive, and so I wanted to try and find a good quality printer that also had the refillable ink so that the cost of ink would be quite low over the long term. So supposedly it does 12,000 black pages and 7,000 colour pages before you need to refill the ink. So we'll see if that is true, but I've saved it for a few days to unbox with you until I was feeling a bit more up to it. And I need to do some printing today because I'm filming a new planner setup video. So let me change you over so you can see what I'm talking about, and we'll unbox the printer. Okay, so this box is so huge it doesn't even want to fit in the shop. I can almost fit it in the screen. I'm hoping that there's a lot of stuffing in here because I don't know how otherwise it's going to fit on my desk. It's the Pixma G3501 is the make of it. So let's bust open the box. Okay, so these are all the little bottles of ink. I've got like my blue, my yellow, my magenta. I know blue and yellow aren't the proper terms. What are they supposed to be? Cyan, yellow, magenta, and 2 bottles of black. I think that's what they go into. Let's see the instructions. And then we've got the actual printer. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the old printer to make some space. And this is the new one. Okay, so it's pretty much the same size. So shall we look at some actual instructions? That might be good. Right. Okay, that's cute. This is the bit I'm terrified about. So it just says take the lid off and pour it all into the tank. Ooh. I'm getting braver. That might be a bad choice. It's supposed to take the whole bottle. Oh, I'm scared. Well, that is the whole bottle, pretty much. Yeah, that is the whole bottle. Ho ho ho! Okay, put the lid back on. Put the stopper back on. Oh, it's the future. Push it in. Close the lid. You can see it's got like a little line on it. And then we just need to do the same for the other colours. What's next? Magenta. This bit's tricky to getting it back out. Get that properly in there. There we go. Close the lid. It's set up, it's in its lovely home, and I am now going to go and record my other video that's going to come out with all this, and then we'll pop back later when I get to the printing stage of that, just to see how well this actually prints, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed. March, I've got the little fire Mario and just some coins decorating each of the boxes. And then bombs on the other page. Don't know why, just fancied it down there in that little gap. I've lost track how long it's been since I last checked in with you, but where I am now in the timeline is it's 2 weeks tomorrow that I'm planning to relaunch the shop. So today's plan is to produce all the product samples ready to take photographs tomorrow. That's going to be a tomorrow job. I am slightly nervous that it's the first time I'm trying to make the physical product and we're only like 2 weeks out from the launch. However, if I get it done today and I'm happy with them all, then I can announce it's 2 weeks to go tomorrow and everything else will follow. So today's plan is to put on some music and I'm going to work through my list that I've made of all the products and I will show you how they're looking. So today is the 27th of February and yesterday was supposed to be my shop launch, the date that I originally set, and that hasn't happened. I ended up having to take a few weeks out. So last time I checked in, I was all raring to go, had 2 weeks to go until the shop launch, and then shortly after that I ended up being unwell. So I mentioned at the beginning of this video that this shop launch was also timed at the same time as the first cycle of IVF that we were trying, and I ended up unwell from the fertility treatment. So I ended up having a short stay in hospital and a longer recovery at home and was in a lot of pain and couldn't really do anything. So I had to postpone. I knew that something like this might happen and I was disappointed, but at the end of the day, you've got to make sure your health's okay first, and so that's what I did. But I am now a little bit more back to normal. I'm starting to film, starting to do more things in my shop again. And so I'm going to set a new date for the shop launch. If I look in my diary quickly, what dates are we? So I definitely want to have the shop launched by the Friday the 19th of March. Part of me is toying with pushing for Friday the 12th, but I don't know how realistic that is. So I'm going to see how it goes over the next few days, but I'm going to say it's probably going to be Friday the 19th. And I'm going to check in with you each of the days that I'm working on the shop and let you know how it's going, and really start pulling together now the physical products, doing the photography, getting the shop listings up there, so all those final bits so that people can actually see what it is that I've put together. So wish me luck.